So let's take the first one, which is the knowledge, action, and the agent. So first of all, the knowledge. So what is Sattvic knowledge? This is what we got to understand. Why? Because we need to take that as a firm foundation of our spiritual journey. We see only one reality, and the undivided in the divided, seeing the one in all and seeing the one. So all in one in all, and one only. This is the Sattvic knowledge. Okay. Knowledge to do with the reality. Knowledge to do with how I see the world as a diverse number of objects around me, people around me. What I've got to recognize through this kind of knowledge is that there is one reality, and this reality which is appearing to be diverse and divided, actually it is undivided. That is the Sattvic knowledge. What is the Rajasic knowledge? I see distinct entities and I see each one different. And I don't see any commonalities, or the underlying essence of this is the same as I was saying in the Sattvic way. Now, remember, all these are lessons for us. If I'm looking at the world and I'm saying, look at this person, look at that person, look at this particular object, look at the other object, and looking at each one distinctly without any understanding of the underlying reality in all objects, each one is different, then I am functioning according to Rajasic knowledge. What do we need to do? We need to shift our understanding, knowledge, and take it to the Sattvic way of knowledge. And the Tamasic knowledge clings to single effect as if it is the whole. No reason, no truth, and a very narrow understanding of very different things. So the knowledge is very limited. Even it is a false knowledge. There is no reasoning behind anything, and clinging to one single effect as if it is going to take care of the whole thing. This is the kind of simplicity which the Tamasic knowledge is pointing us to. So now, remember, all these are kind of ways of ourselves understanding as seekers as to where do we move towards. If we find that we are still experiencing diverse, distinct entities and each one looks different than the other, or we are pointing one single effect to everything, and then we are not using the intellect, we are kind of running away with falsehood, and our understanding is very narrow, then we know that we have to start changing certain things as far as knowledge is concerned. What about action? Action, Sattvic action, what kind of action it is? Ordained. Ordained means what? It is prescribed according to the scriptures. Free from attachment. Action which is free from attachment, done without love or hatred, without any raga dvesha, and not desirous of the fruit of the action. So as much as we move in this kind of way, we are moving our action in the Sattvic category. And then Rajasic is whereby there is always some kind of longing. I want this. So as I said, that I see this, I like this, I want this. This is the way Rajas functions, is that as long as there is longing for desire because the pressure of the vasanas are pushing me in that direction, I want to gain this, I want to gain that. Why do I want to gain it? Because I think it's going to give me happiness. So I try to grab happiness by grabbing objects and people and things and beings and situations in my life. And I have to make such a lot of effort, working 18 hours a day and working 7 days a week and 365 days a year. Make so much effort. Because why? I want to get this, I want to get that, etc. This is Rajas. Think about all the time you are spending in terms of attaining things, acquiring things, and protecting things. This is Rajasic action. And then the Tamasic action is undertaken from delusion. In other words, the mind is very fuzzy. It doesn't know what it's doing. Ignorance, even about action. I don't know why I'm doing it. And I'm doing it in complete kind of unknowingness. And it becomes very impulsive without regard for the consequence. I don't even know what the consequence of this action is going to be, and I don't care. Injury and without a consequence of loss, injury, and ability also goes down. So you can see actions we are doing every moment, every day. We need to analyze. Is it Sattvic? Is it Rajasic? Or is it Tamasic? See, becoming a sincere seeker requires a lot of effort as well. So as much as Rajasic energy requires, the Rajasic energy is expended in getting objects. We want to get the highest object. And this is called mumukshutva. And through that very intense desire for liberation, we can do a lot, and we need to do the lot, but we need to do it in the right way. Free from attachment, done without any ragadvesha, and not desiring the fruit of the action. It's a very subtle distinction we have to start thinking about. And then the agent, free from attachment, no egoistic, endowed with firmness and enthusiasm, unaffected by success or failure. This is how I should be feeling. I should be feeling I'm free from attachment. I'm not expressing my ego. I am firm in my spiritual path. I have enthusiasm for my spiritual path. Whether I attain or don't attain, I'm not affected. Rajasic is passionate, desiring the fruit of the action, greedy, harmful, impure, full of delight, and full of grief. So again, think about, how you feel. If any of these things are related to my sense of agency, that I'm the doer, and this doer is passionate, the doer is requiring the fruits of the action, etc., then we are functioning in the Rajasic mode. We need to lift ourselves into the Sattvic mode. Tamasic is unsteady, vulgar, unbending, cheating, malicious, lazy, despondent, procrastinating. All this, if that is expressing in our lives, in our day, in the moment, we need to think about, okay, this is not what I want. I don't want to be a Tamasic agent. I want to be the Sattvic one. How do I progress to that? It requires a lot of effort, I'm telling you. And of course, the 4 A's are really the ones which are going to help us to attain all these things, because it's in the moment that we have got to be changing all these things. Otherwise, moment has passed, thing is gone.